There's never been a time in human history when we were more connected, and yet never a time when so many people have felt so alone. We wake up to glowing screens, notifications blinking, messages waiting, a world calling for our attention before our feet even touch the ground. And in that moment, it feels like we're part of something bigger, like we belong. But as the day unfolds, something quieter begins to settle in, a silence that no notification can fill. This is the story of the loneliest generation, a generation raised in the age of endless connection, but starving for something real. We scroll through perfect lives, smiling faces, vacation sunsets, celebrations, achievements, moments that seem effortlessly beautiful. And somewhere between those endless swipes, a question begins to form, softly at first, then louder with every passing day. Why doesn't my life feel like that? Comparison becomes automatic, invisible, constant. We measure our behind the scenes against everyone else's highlight reel. And somehow, we always come up short. But the truth is, behind those screens, something very different is happening. More young people today report feeling isolated than ever before. Conversations are shorter. Eye contact is rarer. And the spaces that once brought people together are slowly disappearing. We've traded long talks for quick texts, deep connections for instant reactions, presence for performance. And without even realizing it, we've begun to lose something essential. Because loneliness isn't just about being alone. It's about feeling unseen, even when you're surrounded. It's about having hundreds of contacts, but no one to truly call. It's about laughing in public and feeling empty in private. In a world designed to keep us engaged, we've become disconnected from ourselves and from each other. The irony is almost poetic. We carry devices that can connect us to anyone, anywhere, yet we struggle to connect with the person sitting right beside us. We know what everyone is doing, but not how they're feeling. We're updated, but not understood. And slowly, quietly, that emotional gap begins to grow. Mental health struggles rise. Anxiety tightens its grip. Depression becomes more common, more normalized, but no less painful. Because human beings were never designed for surface-level connection. We were built for depth, for eye contact that says, "I see you," for conversations that linger long after they end, for moments that don't need to be shared to be meaningful. And yet, somewhere along the way, we started replacing those moments with something easier, faster, more convenient. But convenience comes at a cost, and that cost is connection. Still, this isn't just a story of loss. It's also a story of awareness. Because for the first time, this generation is beginning to recognize the emptiness behind the noise. People are starting to log off, to step back, to question what they've been chasing. They're choosing real conversations over digital validation, choosing presence over perfection, choosing depth over distraction. And in those choices, something powerful begins to happen. Connection starts to return. Not the loud, artificial kind, but the quiet, meaningful kind. The kind that doesn't need filters. The kind that doesn't need approval. The kind that reminds us we're not as alone as we think. Because at the end of the day, loneliness isn't a permanent state. It's a signal, a reminder that something deeper is missing. And maybe, just maybe, the solution isn't more connection. It's better connection. Slower, realer, human. Because beyond the screens, beyond the noise, beyond the endless scroll, there's still a world waiting. A world where conversations are felt, not typed. Where presence matters more than posts. Where being seen, truly seen, is still possible. And maybe the loneliest generation is also the one that finally learns how to reconnect.